is Javert, and I'm just here to show you a little bit about the Arbiter class, which is coming to Rift in 2.7. As probably, just like the Storm Legion souls, you'll probably have to pay for it, but in my opinion it's going to be well worth paying for. I've put in a little bit of time playing it on the public test server, and it is out there for you to try as well. You can get links to that on the Rift forums. I do want to just throw out a couple things real quick. It's not really a soul that mixes well with others. It's like that one kid at school who never wanted to share. Most of the abilities need to stay within the tree, so I would recommend going 61 points in Arbiter, as most other people on the forums will say as well. It just does not synergize well with anything else. When it does come out, I'm going to be playing 61 point Arbiter, 15 point Warlock, and 0 point Archon. Now, I could go into detail about all the great tricks and all these fancy skills that they have, but I feel like that's probably just a better thing for you to find out, if you decide to go on the public test server or anything. But I do want to point out a couple of the key skills that I find to be relatively unique or just overall interesting, and it's a great thing that the soul has them. The first skill is Shield of the North Wind. It's clearly a shielding skill, and it absorbs 100% of the mage's max HP for 10 seconds with a 2-minute cooldown. And this is what I would call an oh shit skill if I've ever seen one. Just imagine you get a shield for 100% of your HP. What else needs to be said? You could be half HP and then just fill all the way up because of that shield. It's great, really. Anybody who doesn't like that, I don't know if you should really be playing a tank. The other skill is Misdirection, and that's a buff, a raid buff, and it's a 10-second buff, but it buffs the entire raid and transfers 100% of the threat generated by your raid members and 10% of the damage taken to the tank, so there will be no more hassle about, accidentally some ninja taking aggro or anything like that, as long as you can keep repeating that buff. And that is on a 1-minute cooldown though, but it's a 1-minute trade for 10 seconds of 100% threat going to the tank, which again, in the mind of any tank, that is a very useful skill. And the last skill I wanted to talk about real quickly is Shared Agony. And what it does is it shields a person in your party and intercepts a percentage of the damage that they receive, replacing that party member's toughness with the mage's for 6 seconds. So that is like an oh shit, my buddy's dying skill. It could be incredibly useful. It does have a 30-second cooldown, which is reasonable, but the caveat is no player can have it twice in less than 2 minutes. So as soon as that 6 seconds is up, they're left on their own for another 2 minutes. Now, the last thing to keep in mind is that this is a tank soul, not a DPS soul, so you'll definitely be trading in the damage for survivability. So just keep that in mind. And my final note is that people who want to PvP, they say a good spec is 61 Arbiter and 15 Dominator for the crowd control and pulls. And I hope that this video has been at least a little bit informative, or if not, that's fine. I really don't care, actually. But if you want to watch a few more videos, some different games or something, subscribe. We put out videos every other day, just about. Anyways, have a good day. Goodbye.